One, this is try again. Hello, everyone. This is Bonnie Campbell, your upline executive coach, and we are starting the year off with training. And it's a great month for training because, of course, there's a lot of new people coming in the business with this great offer. Anyone can start this month for only $14.95. So let's keep that in mind, and let's think about who we know that we should be asking to join, especially if you're new. If you're new, you should be thinking about the fact that there's two ways to make money with Watkins. It's selling the product, and we make the most profit off selling the product. But if you want long-term what we say income, then you want to look at building a team. And this month would be the perfect month to get started. It's always good. And you might say to yourself, well, I don't know enough yet. I can't sponsor anyone. No, learn together. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And, we're all here to help. Watkins has great training program called Timeless Integrity. So it's not like you're on your own at all. And of course, your whoever sponsors you should help you as well. So I think you want to think about, no, I don't think, I know you want to think about that. There's still some time this month to get a few more people to join. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the training program. And really, this is really focused on how do you get started with Watkins? What's it all about? Well, it's really pretty darn simple. You use the products yourself. That's essential. And when I see people come in and I see they're not ordering products for themselves, I'm pretty much sure that not much is happening. You really need to think about that. You need to be using the product. You need to become a product of the product, as we say. And that's because when someone asks you, well, what products do you use? Or do you like this? Or do you like that? You can say, if you're new yourself, you can say, well, I haven't tried a lot yet, but this is what I've tried so far and I really like it, that kind of thing. You have to represent your product with personal use. It's just essential. And of course, if you want to make money, you need to sell the products, right? And we'll talk about different methods in a moment. And then, of course, the third thing to do, we always say there's three things for success: use the product, sell the product, and teach other people you sponsor to do the same. It's a really simple program. And someone once said, one of the trainers years ago said, well, simple but not easy, simply meaning that you have to work. If you come in the business and your concept is that there's some magic bullet here that signing up just will earn money for you, I'm sorry to tell you, it will not. You have to take action. You have to use the products, sell the products. And do you have to sponsor other people? No, you don't. But think, what is your goal? What is your goal in this business? You need to start with that. That's really important. Is your goal just to make money? Well, then sell the product. Is your goal short term? You just need maybe the next 6 months, you're short of cash. That's all you're thinking about. But maybe you're thinking, gee, I'd like to have a home-based business and stay at home. If you have children, be with your children, that type of thing. Or, gee, I'd like a business that I could travel a lot and it'd still be paying me money. And that would mean you need to sponsor. And if you think about it, you've found Watkins, you've thought it was a good idea to become a Watkins consultant. It's actually your very best product and one you need to share. Do you have to? I repeat, do you have to? No, no one's going to make you. This is your business, your way. You choose what you want to do. If you want to make money, I mean, some people come in just to buy for themselves. That's fine. They probably wouldn't be on this call then. But the people on this call will be people who are looking to make money with Watkins. So you need what do you need to do? You have to have a schedule. Like, when are you going to work your Watkins business? It isn't just going to happen if you don't plan it. So have a work schedule and then be a good employee and show up for work. If you've only got, I don't know, 10 hours a week, when are you going to work those 10 hours, right? Think about it. How are you going to get things going? Who do you know? How are you going to start contacting people? Those are all important things for you to think about. But the main thing is have a work schedule, and no matter what you're doing for your business, you're working on your business. If something comes up and you want to go somewhere else on a particular day, that's fine, but then move those hours to another day in the same week, right? It's important. So, but then of course, the biggest thing you have to do, if you're going to sell the product, is choose your marketing style. You can do one-on-one sales. That's the traditional way of selling Watkins. It is the slower process because, of course, it can get lengthy dealing with one person. Maybe it'll only be a $25 order, so it's not a huge order. So you got to think about that. Public event marketing, there's all kinds of opportunities out there for that. Markets, trade shows, little craft shows, that kind of thing. There's all kinds of things. Some people are lucky enough to live in an area where you might find an indoor market where you could just, some of them are set up where you can just leave your product and only put so many hours in a week yourself. And someone there will process the payments when people buy something from you and so on. Online marketing to friends and family. Yes, yes, you can let people know you have a website. They can definitely go there and place an order. But I'm going to tell you right now, you'll get far better orders when you're selling in person. People, we're still a smell, taste, and touch business. That's all there is to it. People love to smell the product, try the product, that type of thing. They want you to tell them how to use the product. I was always taught if you can give a person 5 reasons for buying your product, you will definitely have a sale. And we're going to talk about that next week. Next week, a week from today, we're going to do product knowledge, and we'll talk more about that then. Another thing is open house events. That's one nice way of selling because I love it because I don't have to leave home. Just invite people to your home, have some wonderful tasties and some products for them to smell, taste, and touch, and you're in business. I would really suggest that. And of course, even if you don't like that idea, you really need to get your business off to a start by having something like um, a presentation of your business, something like that. It's called, we call it a business opening, right? It's really nice. I will tell you the most lucrative ways to market your product are always public events or in-home parties, right? That's the best way. But the business opening event is kind of essential because it gives you a launch for your business. You can offer people the opportunity. If you don't want to do parties, ask them to be a silent host. And that's just someone who you give some material to and some catalogs, and they take orders for you, and you treat them like a host. So it's pretty easy to do that if you don't want to actually go out and do parties. Of course, it won't be as lucrative as if you were there doing parties because no one will be showing them how to smell, the products directly. But there's an opportunity there to get some sales for sure. So have that business opening event and encourage people to either book a show with you or become a silent host for you. It's a really another idea. And if not, and make sure when you're inviting people to come to whatever you're doing, whether it's open house or could be your business opening, ask them to invite a friend and have an incentive, have a little draw maybe for someone, if they bring a friend. So, and of course it would be someone you don't know, not your best friend bringing your other best friend. That won't work. Oh dear. So there's a lot of good ideas for you to think about. And of course, all of this is here for you. It's going to be recorded. If you have any questions, we're going to do Q&A at the end. And I hope you're taking notes because, we know what everyone says. Now that's an interesting slide, but I'm not sure what it's about, Michelle.
Well, which slide? You have a slide?
Oh, it's okay. It was just a picture or something.
Oh.
By the way, this is Michelle Klimchuk. She's one of my managers, and she is the techie for these calls. So we really appreciate her help. So I'll say thank you right now so I don't forget. Okay. So one of the things that you need to understand too is how do Watkins consultants get paid? And Michelle's going to put up a little slide.
Here we go.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. There we go. So how do Watkins consultants get paid? It's kind of important that you know this. And what I find is when people come in the business and they don't take the time to learn how our business works, they have no idea how they get paid. They don't have a clue, right? And, I don't know about you, but I believe most people join to make money. So you should know how you get paid. So Watkins pays 2 ways. And this is where it's a little bit tricky. So you want to listen up. You get paid on your personal volume, right? And can you slide it down a bit, Michelle, please?
Sure.
There. Okay, we want this. Yeah.
The
yeah,
chart?
that's one more.
There we go.
There you go. Got it. Okay.
So
we put the retail income chart. So personal volume in dollars, which is referred to as retail sales. So when you see anything in the training that says retail sales, they're talking about your personal sales. So the top half of the income chart deals with retail sales, right? Okay, we'll just talk about that first. That's pretty straightforward. It's you read from the bottom up. So if you have to have at least, and this is important to know too, minimum volume per month to get paid is $150 in retail sales. Okay, so that's the price of the products before your discount. So at 150, you get 15%. Any order that you put in that's a minimum of $150, that 15% will come off right at checkout. So you get your income right away, which is kind of cool. Okay. If you get your income up to $500 or your retail sales up to 500, you're at 20%, and so on, right on up to 35%. Now, here's what you got to understand. Let's say, for instance, you put in a $150 order on the first of the month. Well, you get 15% off. But then you do a home presentation or a public event and you have $500 in sales. You put that order in, you'll get 20% off. That gets you up to 650. So you're basically at 20%, right? You're in between
Right.
500 and 1,000. So you will then get at the end of the month via direct deposit. Please be sure that you fill out and complete a direct deposit form and get it to Watkins. That's the only way they pay. There's no other way they pay. So it has to be direct deposit, right? So in other words, now you're at 20%, which is great. You got 20% on the 500, but you only got 15% on the 150. So you get another 5% of the 150. Oh, by the way, let's pretend that 3 or 4 people put orders in and you actually end up at 1,000, right? Okay, that's a really good scenario. You've got people ordering directly on your website. So that gets you to 25%. If that was the case, then they would have to pay another 5% on the 500 and 10% on the
100.
Yeah. Hi,
50%.
hi, Christine.
Hi, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm
Good.
taking notes too. I totally forget, and I'm going. I didn't forget. I didn't know the time went so fast.
Well,
And
we're going to keep going because we only
yes,
have 40
yes,
minutes. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, so that's what you want to know is that it all gets bounced out. Now, obviously, if you look at, you had 650 of your own, but then another 350 in direct orders from customers who went onto your website and placed an order. Well, Watkins owes you a full 25% of those orders. So you'll get 25% of the customer orders, you'll get another 5% of your $500 order, and you'll get another 10% of your $150 order. That comes with direct deposit. That's why it's so important to get your direct deposit form in. And if you miss it, if you don't get it in time, that money will be held till the end of the next month, just so you know. They don't do anything. They only do payroll once a month. When that's over, anything that say you didn't get your direct deposit in and whatnot, then that'll be sitting there waiting for you, right? It's important to know. So that's one way we get paid on our personal sales. The other way we get paid on our points, right? And points are kind of interesting. Maybe we better scroll down for this one, Michelle.
Is that good? Achievement level points?
Right near the bottom, I've got what are points.
Uh,
The bottom,
oh, like
yeah,
at the bottom of the whole slide. What are points? Yep.
yeah, there you are. What are points? Okay. What are points? What is the difference between points and dollars? That's a little bit of something we have to learn, right? Okay, points are assigned to every product. There should be another, is there another slide further down?
Yep.
No? There it is. Okay, okay. So points are assigned to every product to equalize achievement level between the US and Canada. So think about this. Say you were selling a bottle of vanilla in Canada. I think it's $24.49 now in Canada, but I'll just make up prices. And in the US, it'd probably be about $19.95, right? Well, think about this. Watkins has different events and contests and things. We used to do it all based on dollars, but we had separate companies between Canada and the US. When they took that, you know, that imaginary border down between us, and we were one company, not dealing with different programs and things like that. Suddenly, you know, if you want to earn something and the goal is to sell $1,000 in a month, well, obviously the Canadians would have big it over the Americans because our products are more expensive. So they said, that won't work, can't do that. So they gave each product a point value, right? Okay. So does it matter whether you sell 20 vanillas in Canada or 20 vanillas in the United States? You will have each person will have the same amount of points. So now it becomes fair. Okay. So that's what we did. We assigned point value to each item. In general, 100 points in the US is equal to, 100 points in the US is equal to $100, and $110 in Canada would be about the same, or maybe 120. It all depends. In Canada, 100 points are equal to $125 to $140 in volume, right? So when placing your order, you'll see points listed to each product when you put them in your cart. And then at the end, when you go to checkout, you'll see the total points. Now, if you're like me and you're always going for a certain level of points, right, because you want to get to a higher level of income, right, then as I go through, I add up my points as I go through. I don't wait till the end, because if I want to get to 500 points and I don't add them up as I go, suddenly I'm at checkout and there it is, 499 points. Something went wrong. I didn't add them up. So it's just a thought. That's what I like to do. So let's just go back up to the retail discount and the achievement level bonus side. Okay. Okay. So number 2, our points on our points. No, what's number 2 on our points? I'm not sure what they mean there. Anyway, the points that we have are what we get paid achievement level bonuses on, right? So remember, you got paid on your dollars, but now they're looking at your points. And if you have at least 500 points, you'll start to earn bonus income. And that's the bottom half of the income chart there, right? It says achievement level bonus. Okay. So it's read again from the bottom again, right? And you'll see that at 500 points, your payout will be approximately 2.5% of the retail dollars. Okay. And it goes right up to 10%. So once you get to 2,000 points in a month, you're getting another 10%. And of course, if you were at 2,000 points, depending exactly on how your business is actually set up, whether it's you selling yourself or you've got other people selling as well, you will get a bonus on your dollars and their dollars. But if you have to get to that 500 point level before you start getting bonus income. Okay. So below I put bronze consultant is reached when you have 500 points. This means our own points or our own points plus the points of anyone else you sponsor. So that's how sponsoring starts to pay for you, if you think about it, right? You're going to get a situation where you're earning dollars from the points of the people that you sponsor in the business, and that's how it works. So it's really important for you to see that. So let's go on to the next one. Michelle, where are we at? Bronze. Yeah, that's one of the right there.
Okay.
Yeah. As a bronze consultant, you will earn 10% of the bonus value of your central or personal volume. Bronze consultants can earn up to 10% of the bonus value of those they sponsor as well. 10% of bonus equates to approximately, now that's 10% of the bonus value. Every product that you sell has a dollar value, and out of that dollar, a certain percent is called bonus value, and that's what the 10% is paid on. So if you look and you'll see it when you get your bounce, your statement at the end of the month, you will actually see how you get paid, and it's important for you to look at it and learn to understand it. So what we say, and the reason I put this in, I mean, the chart just talks about 2.5% of the actual dollar volume, which is great, makes it really easy. But when you go to look at the compensation plan from Watkins, they're going to say 10% of the bonus value, right? So what I want to do is for you to realize I like to think about it in easy way. And the easy way is 2.5%, approximately 2.5% of your dollars that you at your retail sales, and 2.5% of the dollars of anyone that you have sponsored. Okay. Now that gets bigger as you go. So if you advance to silver, and silver is 1,000 points in a month, it goes up to 20% of your bonus value, and that's approximately 5% of the actual dollar value. So you can look at this and go through. I always say that don't try and learn it all at once. And it isn't the end of it, because this doesn't include executive level. So you really want to know that, it's sort of like the elephant. No one can eat an elephant all at one time, but if you cut it up in small enough pieces, we can all do it. And so if I were new, I just want to know, how do I get to bronze? And once I'm at bronze, then I'm going to say, oh, now what do I have to do to get to silver? And so on and so forth. And that way you don't get too confused. You know what you're doing. You have a goal. And that's really important. Like, do you want to, make some good money? Then you want to look at building your business up so that you get all the way up to where you have 2,000 points in a month and you advance to manager, right? Now you're getting 40% of your bonus value, which is about approximately 10% of the dollars. So say at that point you're at 25%, you get another 10% of bonus income at the end of the month. So, and of course, again, that comes with your direct deposit. So on the bottom, I put bonus income is over and above the commission you earn on your personal sales. It is based on points, not dollars. Points appear beside all products as you put them in your cart, and are totaled at checkout, and can be viewed in real time on your Watkins website. So let's just say that it's today, and you've put one order in already. A couple friends said they put orders in, and you're saying, oh, I don't know how many points I have. Well, sure you do. You go to your Watkins website, you log in, and the first thing you see when you log in is your profile page. Your profile page, of course, is address and all that kind of good stuff. But if you go just a little bit down, you'll see personal genealogy. You click on that, and that's where you'll see how many points you have and how many dollars you have. And that's basically updated every half hour. So it's pretty much real time, close to real time. So you really want to learn how to use that. Go on there, practice, look, check it out, make sure that you know how to do it, right? It's not hard, and it's, well, that's always a funny thing to say, isn't it? It's not hard. Nothing's hard once you know how to do it, right? It's always easy then once you know how to do it. So I would really suggest that it's a matter of getting on that website and finding out where those things are. But really, your profile comes up as soon as you log in. So just scroll down that profile. If you have orders, you want to see if you have orders, and when it's coming, there's an area there for purchases. You can see any orders you've put in. You can track them and so on. So it's just all a learning curve, and once you get below one thing, then you go to the next thing and next thing, and pretty soon you're feeling pretty good. So I would really encourage you to check all that out. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, and we're going to open up to questions too in a few minutes, but I just wanted to do one more thing. Michelle, do you have the silver bonus?
I do. There we go.
There, okay.
Okay.
So the silver bonus. This is the program that we have that pays out bonus cash, and it's based on rewarding you for sponsoring, right? I mean, it's good to get extra money for helping others by getting a small percentage of bonus on their sales. But what's more important is the silver bonus, and what that is it's set up in such a way that once you start sponsoring, if you have at least 2 people on your team, and between you and them, you have at least 1,000 points in a month, you earn a silver bonus, right? Okay, so, and of course you have to put in an order yourself. I mean, but the other thing I forgot to mention is really important is that once you start building a team, legally by law, you have to have some sales. That came into effect, quite a while ago, about, I don't know, can't remember anymore, 10, 15 years ago now. And it was because there were a lot of companies out there like well, we won't name any, but there were a lot of companies out there that people would sponsor a whole lot of other people, get them to buy a whole lot of product, but not sell anything themselves. So, yeah, so the government said, can't do that. No, 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 no. Everybody, you can't get a check uh, for helping other people get started. And even if you're working them really hard, you still have to have some sales of your own. So they came up with a specific level, which in our business works out to 100 points a month. So you want to always have 100 points a month yourself to get any bonuses of any kind. So it's important to know that we're not a kind of company that you can just sponsor a bunch of people and then sit back and rake in the cash. You still have to keep working. So um, and and I like this because I know for certainty years ago we weren't like that. And I had people say, gee, why does so and so get paid bonus income on my sales when they're not doing anything at all? And I never had a good answer for that. You know, I mean, what can you say? You know, but that was the way it was. So now I can say, no, that can't happen. No, if your sponsor isn't doing anything, they will not get any bonus income on your sales. So it's a very fair program, and it's a program that really encourages all of us to help others, because the more you help other people in this business, and that relates to sales as well. When you're bringing customers the wonderful products that they're looking for and they can't get it, you know, anywhere else. I mean, they're sure there's some things in stores, but it's hit and miss in stores. So when people really want things, especially petrocarbo salve and liniment and all those wonderful things that we're famous for, they have to find a Watkins consultant, right? So I always feel like I feel good about helping people find those products, and I have for many years, and I still continue to enjoy doing it. So I think that really that's what keeps a lot of us going. We love our customers and we love helping them get what they need. And once you build that bond with people, of course, I mean, I've had people say, oh, I saw that in a store and it was a little less, but I'd rather support you. Now, what more can you, what more can you ask for than that? I don't know. So so there you go. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. The silver bonus, by the way, is a cash bonus. And once you have at least 1,000 points and have at least 2 people sponsored below you that each put in at least $150 order in the month, right? Then you will get a cash bonus, and it usually runs between 100 and $300 or $400. So it depends on the sales for that month of the company, actually. So yeah, so that's the good news. So um, I'm going to open it up now to Q&A. Anybody have any questions? Hi there.
Right.
Hi. Any questions, you guys? Okay. Michelle, can you think of any questions for these lovely ladies?
Questions. That's a good question.
Well, of course, you know, the big thing is, like, I know that Christine's on the call and she's having her first
You
business.
definitely have to have an opening
Yeah,
or
you definitely have
something.
it for sure.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and draw
she,
forms are a great way of keeping in touch with your customer as well,
right,
right?
that's right, that's right. So
Email
what,
list.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So what
However
Michelle,
you,
yeah, what Michelle's referring to is that we like to have free draws, right? And it can be very simple. It can be for a bottle of vanilla. It can be for whatever. It could be something you got on sale. Doesn't matter. But a free draw, or even if they're your own customers, it could be for a $10 gift certificate from you, right? Watkins isn't. We don't have gift certificates from the company anymore, but you could offer $10 worth of free product. Simple, and that person has to come to you to get that $10. So we have really nice draw forms. I don't have any really handy here right now, but I'll bring them to your business opening on Saturday, and you'll see how that works. But the idea behind the draw form, it asks people questions like, one of the questions is, are you interested in earning income with Watkins? There's another one, are you interested in having hosting a party? I'd like to be on your email list is another one.
definitely email list is a
Yeah,
good one to build.
yeah. So the reason we want to create email lists is, remember that it's not about always waiting for the customer to come to us. We should be going to the customer. Now, years ago, that meant phoning people up and saying, hey, we got some great specials, but, times have changed, and, getting people on the phone isn't as easy as we'd like it to be. So what I do, and I can share it with anyone that wants, I do a really simple newsletter, and I kind of got away from doing it, but I started the year off right. I got my one out for January, and I've already got some sales from that, so it's really nice. But it features something like a recipe and so on, but it doesn't matter about how it's constructed right now for this particular call. But certainly, I'm willing to share that with anyone that wants, and then you just use it and personalize it to yourself. It's pretty simple. But we want those lists, because let's say now I'm going to do a trade show somewhere. I can look at my list, which I have in geographical order. In other words, it would be like local people. That'd be Surrey, White Rock, that kind of thing. But maybe you live in Abbotsford, then it would be Abbotsford in the Fraser Valley, right? So I have them all in these geographical regions. So if I'm doing a show in Abbotsford, I would send an invitation out to everyone in Abbotsford, right? And they know that I'm going to be there, because a lot of people really prefer to actually go and buy product, right? And they love to go, because you know what? They don't want to pay the $13.95 shipping. So they can go to a show, have some fun at that show, and that kind of thing. Or maybe it's just a craft show. Maybe you're doing an open house, whatever. You get to invite people that way. So I always do, and I can guarantee you 25% of my sales come from the fact that people were invited to that event and know it's going on, right? So it's really important to start thinking about, let's get people's emails, let's get their phone number and so on. And the odd time you might even be phoning somebody, but it is now probably most convenient for everyone if you email, right? So that's the kind of thing that's important. That was a good thing to bring up, Michelle. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. The other thing I want to mention, make sure on your first order, now, right now we're waiting for new catalogs. The price lists are out already. I sent out, Times Integrity sent out information on when the catalogs are going to be available, which is mid-February.
Mid-February.
Yeah, mid-February. But they also sent out the new price list. So we're going to have a slight price, very small, about 2.5% on average price increase starting February the 1st. So we already have that price list. So if you haven't got your catalogs yet, there's nothing wrong if you've been in the business a while and you have this catalog. Let's see, this is the one from 23, right? None of our catalogs have prices in, and that makes it very convenient for us, because once you invest in a package of catalogs, it used to be years ago, you go, oh, great, now I've got 20 catalogs left, and there's some price changes, and these catalogs aren't quite right anymore. And do I have to recycle them? What do I do with them? So, now we don't have to do that. You can just use this catalog. Like, I know I have some extras. Print off the new price list for 24. Go to some place that gives you good printing, and away you go.
Also reorder labels.
Reorder
That's
labels.
another good one.
That's another good one. When you have products, I like to get the small labels. What are they? Quarter inch by.
They're at 80 to a page. Wait, I can show you.
Okay, good.
I don't know if you can see that. Okay, oh yeah, I've got the virtual screen. Anyhow, they are 1 3/4 inches by 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch, yeah. So you can
number 5167 if you're ordering. That's the item number, the label number 5167 or 8167.
Yeah, you can get them at Staples is the best place to get them, right? And then just have them printed up, because it's really interesting. I can't tell you how often I've been called, and I just had it happen there last week. A lady called and she said, I looked everywhere for you. I couldn't find you. And then I looked at my cinnamon and I found your name and phone number. And I said, well, great, that really works, doesn't it?
I have a lot of people tell me that too.
Yeah, reorder labels are really, and the other thing too is, our products make great gifts, because giving people natural and organic products, shows that you really care. you know, so you're giving someone, say, a tin of our famous you got your reorder label on it. Susie buys it to give to her sister. Her sister doesn't know you, but your name and phone number are on that cinnamon. So she suddenly says, "Yeah, but I really need pepper. I was, you know, wishing she'd have got me pepper. Well, I like this cinnamon, but I need some pepper." She can phone you and place her order with you. So
1
reorder
minute.
label. 1
One.
minute to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So reordered labels are another good tip. So we've got 1 minute. Anybody got a quick question? 1, 2, 3.
On Saturday, can you bring me some more of those little brochures, the other book, the
Oh
book?
yes, I will. There, we'll
Yeah.
talk on the phone. We'll talk on the
Yeah.
phone.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, dear. Okay. So anyway, well, we're gonna say goodbye because otherwise we're just gonna get cut off in midstream
Yes,
here.
and we don't get to say goodbye.
So
Okay.
thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us. And the meeting will be recorded for people that couldn't attend tonight.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
anyway, okay. Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.